Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. The first thing I saw when I woke up was my phone vibrating on the nightstand. I couldn't reach it. I couldn't move my fingers. I couldn't even turn my head. The screen lit up with a message preview from my wife. We need to talk. Don't call me. Panic crawled up my spine, except my spine didn't feel like mine anymore. Felt like stone. Heavy. Dead. I tried to scream. Nothing came out. That was the morning everything I'd hidden finally caught up to me. 2 months earlier, I'd convinced myself I was still a good man. That lie came easily. Easier than admitting I was lonely in my own house. Easier than admitting I liked how someone else looked at me. Like I mattered, like I was still desired. Her name was Nadia. She worked in the same building, different floor. It started harmless. Coffee jokes, late elevator rides, complaining about work. Then longer lunches. Then messages that never stayed professional. I told myself it was just attention. I told myself I'd stop. I didn't. The first sign I was crossing a line was how careful I became with my phone. Turning it face down. Taking calls in the bathroom. Deleting message threads like they were trash instead of evidence. My wife Sarah noticed. Of course she did. "You've been quiet lately," she said one night while folding laundry. Did I do something? I shook my head too fast. Just work. She nodded, but her eyes stayed on me a second too long. Like she was filing something away. Our daughter Aisha noticed too. She was 14, old enough to read rooms, young enough to still believe in her parents. "You don't laugh anymore, Dad," she said once from the back seat. I didn't answer. The affair didn't feel dramatic. No hotel rooms, no grand declarations. Just stolen hours and texts that said I miss you more than they should have. The night everything broke, I told Sarah I was working late. I wasn't. The next morning I woke up on the bedroom floor. Half my body numb. My mouth unable to form words. A stroke, they later said. Stress-induced. My body calling me out when my conscience wouldn't. In the hospital, Sarah didn't come the first day. Aisha did. She stood by my bed, school uniform still on, backpack hanging from one shoulder. She looked smaller than I remembered. "Mom knows," she said quietly. My heart slammed against my ribs. My face burned with shame, even though I couldn't move it. "She saw the messages," Aisha continued. "On your old tablet. You forgot it was synced." I squeezed my eyes shut. If I could have moved, I would have begged. Aisha's voice shook. She cried all night. Not loud. Just silently. Like she didn't want anyone to hear her breaking. That sentence broke something inside me. Then she said the words that finished the job. She asked me if this was my fault. If she wasn't enough for you because she was tired all the time. I tried to scream. Tried to shake my head. Tried anything. Aisha wiped her eyes angrily. I told her it wasn't. But I don't think she believes me. Sarah came the next day. She didn't yell. That hurt more. She sat beside my bed, holding her purse in her lap like a shield. She looked exhausted, older somehow. "I don't hate you," she said. "I just don't recognize you." I cried without sound. "I keep replaying memories," she continued. Every laugh, every kiss. Wondering which ones were real. When she stood to leave, she paused. "I'll take care of you until you can walk again," she said softly. "But I don't know if I can be your wife." After she left, the room felt colder. Recovery was slow. Painful. Humiliating. Learning to move, to speak, to live with the weight of what I'd done. Aisha visited every day. Sometimes we talked. Sometimes we just sat. One afternoon she said, "I still love you, Dad. But love doesn't mean pretending nothing happened." That was the lesson I carried with me. I cheated thinking I was escaping loneliness. Instead, I created it. I don't know if my marriage will survive. Some things don't. But I'm learning to live honestly now, paralyzed once by my body and long before that by my choices. And every step I take forward, I remember the moment my daughter told me the truth, and how it finally taught me how much honesty really costs.